If you were looking to buy a 360 camera and you were to search online, these two cameras are the ones you'd probably come across, the Insta360 X3 and the GoPro Max. But which one should you buy? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. So what are these cameras? These are both 360 cameras. This is the Insta360 X3 and this is the GoPro Max. I made a list of the specs to compare these two cameras, and there's a few things that really stand out from me. I will just run over most of them now, but price-wise, it stays the same. It's exactly the same as last year's Insta360 One X2, which is a really good thing that I haven't hiked the price up, so it's £459 in the UK. The Max is £520.98, but you can get it with the GoPro subscription for £429.98. So the battery on the Insta360 X3 is a little bit bigger. It's 1800 milliamps compared to the 1600 of the Max. So one thing I have noticed using this over the last few weeks, the X3 has a really good battery life and much improved over the last model. I was really surprised at how long it did last. They are both waterproof. The Insta360 X3 goes to 33 feet. The GoPro Max is only 16 feet. The big thing you'll notice on this new camera, the X3 this year, is the 2.29 inch screen. A lot bigger, a lot more user-friendly, a lot more fun to use because you can change the settings without using a little screen. So that's a good improvement. Shooting modes, they both shoot over 5K, and sort of when you come to comparing the footage later on, it's down to you what you think. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the footage compared. The X3 has new 1/2 inch sensors on the camera this year, so that's really going to help with the image quality, so we can compare that in just a little while. Both have stabilization. We've got the hyper smooth on the GoPro and flow state on the X3, but the one thing for me that really jumped out is that this has a microphone input. You can use the microphone adapter via the USB-C to plug an external microphone into this, and it stays invisible as well. Using the Lanzi Cold Shoe and the Rode Wireless Go 2, you can get the invisible selfie stick look still. So having the invisible selfie stick look that you've got with both of these cameras, but having the external audio on the X3 is a bit of a deal breaker for me. Specs wise, the X3 wins, but you'd expect it to win because it's 3 years younger than the GoPro Max now. We're expecting an update of this camera, but this camera, the X3, really does blow this one out of the water. Specs wise, hardware wise, they've really caught up over the last couple of years. But let's check out the image quality and compare the two together. Okay, morning. We're out testing these two 360 cameras. It's not quite bright sunlight today. It's a little bit overcast this morning, a bit early, 7:30. Good chance to test these 1/2 inch sensors on the new X3, but we've got the X3 on the left and the GoPro Max on the right. These two cameras, of course, dual lens 360 cameras. Like I said, if you search it on Google, these two cameras are probably the ones that will pop up at the moment. I've got external audio fitted to the X3 just for the purpose of this video. Right, this is single lens mode. Both of these have the option to be just a standard action camera. This is the GoPro Max and this is the Insta360 X2. Side by side, what do they look like? And I'm confused really now with both of these companies. Why would you buy a standard action camera if you could buy a 360 camera and an action camera together built into the same unit? For me, 360 cameras, if they've got this capability built in with the stabilization, with the action camera, with the single lens mode, which you can switch, by the way, from front and back lenses on both of these cameras, just a bit of a no-brainer to me. It's confusing why people would go for normal action cameras these days. The one mode that's been introduced this year on the X3 is MeMode, and that's something the Max just doesn't have. This mode allows you to just record in 1080p 60 frames per second for YouTube, for social media, but it negates the need for reframing post-production. It keeps you in the center, and this is 9:16 at the moment. You can push the sides across and change the aspect ratio to 16:9 like this, just like that. Then you can upload this footage to YouTube and other 16:9 platforms as well. This gets rid of the selfie stick out of the footage, and like I said, no need for reframing in post-production. It's just a video file that comes like this out of the camera, and that is brilliant for the everyday person. No need for any post-production. Really good feature. The other real massive drawback with GoPro is their editing software. They've got the GoPro Play app, and I just find it really frustrating to use. The UI and just the whole way it works on your MacBook or Windows computer is just a really unpleasant experience. I found it very hard and very, very time consuming to edit this footage, and it's the same on the app. The app's old, they haven't updated it for a long time, and it's just not a pleasant experience. As with the Insta360 X3 and all the Insta360 cameras, Insta360 are leading the way when it comes to AI tracking, when it comes to software. They're just streets ahead, and it is just such a more fun and pleasurable experience after you finish shooting your footage to go into the editing software on the desktop or use your phone on the app to get the best footage and to experiment, to use different effects from the story modes. The keyframes are really easy to do. You can just use the AI tracking, which does all the work for you in both the app and on the desktop. It's just a lot easier and a lot more intuitive and a lot more fun to do. Using the GoPro is okay to use on a daily basis. Then coming back onto the computer and editing the GoPro footage just takes all the fun out of using the GoPro. So yeah, there's just no comparison when it comes to software, when it comes to AI, when it comes to editing the footage. Insta360, hands down winner. Well, this is a built-in audio test. Sorry. We're built-in audio test of the GoPro Max. This is the GoPro Max's built-in audio test, and this is the built-in audio for the X3. This audio has been drastically improved on the Insta360 X3 this year. More microphones, improved drainage if you're using it underwater as well. With the GoPro Max, we know it's a few years old now, but it generally has managed to sound pretty good. So this is the Max audio testing 1, 2, 3. And this is the Insta360 X3 built-in audio testing 1, 2, 3. There's one last feature that the Insta360 X3 features, and that's a webcam mode. You can use this as a webcam. There's a USB mode where you just switch it over, no software to download. You just switch it to webcam mode within the general settings, and you can use it in your conferencing software. There's a 360 camera, or you can use dual lenses, which covers forwards and backwards. So you can, if there's two of you on a desk, you're doing an interview or something, you can put this camera in the middle and have the camera on both of you, and it films both of you as a live webcam. GoPro doesn't have that option, so you can't use this as a webcam, unfortunately, but this one you can. So when it comes to which one should you buy, this camera is 3 years old. I expect GoPro to be updating this soon, but if they're going to catch up with Insta360 as regards to hardware, as regards to AI, as regards to the app and the desktop editing software, they've got a long way to go to catch this Insta360 X3. At the moment, this is the king of 360 cameras, and I'm really interested to see what other brands do to try and catch up with them, because they are miles ahead at the moment. So at the moment, this is the one you want to buy. If you like what you see and you do want to purchase one, there's a link in the description down below. And Insta360 are giving my subscribers free lens guards and 120cm invisible selfie stick with every purchase through the link below, so check it out down there. That's it for this one. Fully recommend the Insta360 X3. Steer clear from the Max for the time being, see what GoPro do release in the coming months, but at the end of the day, whatever camera you're using, get out there and have some fun. I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.